Okay, I'm live. Welcome back to more Fago. I've just been a little bit lied out about yesterday that I would be continuing on Monday, but turns out it was just things have changed a bit, and doing a bit of an hour and a half for that stream or 2 hours. I don't know how it's gonna work out. Anyway, since I have defeated Sigurd the last time, and don't know what's happening. Peter's starting to freak out. Let's see what's happening. Bringing Twilight here once again. Beginning. I've always hated Sundays, like Garfield hates Monday. Why? Simple. I hate it myself. For me, Sundays were a prison, and I hated how I was never able to escape from them. I could never take that first step. I detested how weak I was, how my parents' wishes felt like a curse, leaving me unable to even set foot outside. I never even thought about running away. The idea of leaving never so much as entered my mind. Which is why I was always waiting for someone. Someone who would come and save me. Someone who would let me out of here. Someone who would tell me, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to grant anyone's wishes. I waited for someone like that for so long. Though I knew no such person would ever come. Even now, I think some part of me is still waiting for someone like that. Whoa. The moment the sun fell, every giant across the Lostbelt looked up at the sky and roared in unison. All at once, the featureless masks the queen had placed on their faces in order to control them shattered. As the masks disappeared, so too did the days they had spent slumbering without a king. Now they were truly awake. The giant's roar echoed throughout the land, singing the praises of a king who would bring about Ragnarok in a language humans could never understand. O Cain, O Cain, O Cain, suitor, wielder of the flaming sword, carry on our battle, carry on our war. It is not enough that the old gods are dead by your hand. We must raze this ancient land to the ground. Let Ragnar recommence. Bring on the joyful times, the end time. Let us begin the destruction. Now is the time.
Huh? Where did the sun go?
I don't know. What's going on?
Holmes, what about you, wound? Weren't you supposed to be recovering for another 2 days?
Indeed, and I'm still rather enjoying the effects of the painkillers. But I'll gladly take that over missing the climax. A great detective can only forestall his entrance so long, after all.
Well said. I expect nothing less from my administrative advisor. I'm proud to have such a responsible subordinate. Now then, I'm sorry to ask this when you're still so tired, but would you mind explaining what's going on? Just when I thought we had defeated that accursed Sigurd, the sun went and fell out of the sky. And look at that! There's no way that isn't some kind of giant, is there? Every bone in my body is screaming at me to get away from that thing as quickly as possible. Do you have any idea what's going on?
Good question. I don't know if it's the same species as the other giants, but it's definitely big enough to qualify. But unfortunately, our instruments aren't really doing us a lot of good here. It looks to be a monster that changes size depending how it's being viewed. This isn't some physical calamity like Ivan the Terrible. It's a conceptual one, capable of destroying the world.
So, I was too late. This is certainly enough to make me rule my principle of never discussing something without first obtaining conclusive proof. The flame that flickers across this Lostbelt's northern mountains. It fell from Muspelheim, the fire realm. As for the enormous side, I believe it is most likely Muspelheim itself, given form by the gods. In other words, the body of Surtur, the giant of Ragnarok.
Our first race of trial, a landmark location. As Team A, we were supposed to investigate Singularity F. Instead, our team met its end, and the world was enveloped in a fire that incinerated humanity. Fire, fire, fire. Nothing but fire as far as I could see. My mystic eye is one of prolongation. Its rank is jewel. It's let me see possibilities. You could say it's a form of precognition. Once I see something, I can pin it in place, but that only lets me temporarily halt possibilities I do not desire from coming to pass. Its true nature lies in seeing the myriad possibilities before me. So then, what's this? Now that we're trapped in our coffins, the possibility of us escaping the death that approaches us is distant. Far too distant. It may not truly be zero, but it might as well be. No matter how far I stretch, I can't reach it. I can't hope to pin down anything. If an enemy were here, I might be able to stop them from attacking or casting a spell. But this is beyond me. I was helpless to do anything about left line or sabotage, or the flames incinerating humanity. Once the flames consumed me, that would be it. There was no escape for me, or for anyone else. Maybe that's why my fate never bothered me the way that perhaps it should have. All I felt was disappointment for my inability to express what I felt honestly to the very end. Yes, I may never have reached for it myself, but just once, I would have liked to have held Woldheim's hand. Congratulations on your rebirth. I always believed you could save the world. Greetings, Kushtarya Woldheim. Will this work for conveying information to you? I must say, using words is such a bother. Had my vocal cords still been working, I'm sure I would have gasped to find my eye was seeing the world in the coffin next to mine. I saw a brilliant light shining in pitch darkness, and Woldheim opposite it. I had never seen Woldheim so childlike before. Not in appearance, mind you, but in his strength, or rather, the lack of it. He was horribly injured and fatigued, to the point that even the effort of breathing seemed likely to kill him. It was as if he had seen the end of the world. No, like he had fought to prevent it. He was so bruised and battered that I could almost believe such a ridiculous delusion was actually true, as though he was only alive now through sheer miraculous luck. We now share our circumstances. This humanity you come from will be incinerated and fade away. But that is of no consequence to us. It may be unexpected, but not so much as to change our plans. The assault has led to the closure of the expanse. Soon, both you and humanity will meet your end. Yet unfortunately, God still has no body for this joyous feat. You'll help me with that, won't you, Kushtarya Woldheim? You are a crypter, which makes you perfect to spread my word. I didn't know what was going on. All I knew was I could sense our end approaching. He had been chosen, and we had not. Woldheim would go on to survive, and we would remain trapped in darkness. No. I'm afraid I alone won't be enough. I must strongly recommend that the other 6 join me to assist. I could sense the light's confusion. Indeed, my own mind all but went blank in shock. A god, a human, even a tiny ant crawling along the ground could see how out of line he was. It was clear to anyone watching that his remarks, his suggestions, would usually be out of the question. I don't understand. Once the world is wiped clean, you will be invincible. Why would you want competition when one of you would be more than sufficient? I understand that.
but invincibility and omnipotence are not the same. There is a non-zero chance that one of the other 6 may surpass me, as long as that possibility exists. However slight, I will not dismiss it. Give them the chance to choose for themselves. There is no point in me rebuilding human history on my own. Wodan wasn't proposing that his responsibilities be shared. He believed in our worth as individuals. It was a shining example of unwavering humanity. Restoring what was lost will take considerable effort. Bringing a single human back to life may only take mere moments, but it requires a level of suffering sufficient to stop the entire world in its tracks. Consider the hell you just endured as an example. What's more, their bodies have sunk into the void. They can no longer pay that price themselves. Can you pay it for them, Krishtarya Wodan? Can you withstand the agony that comes with fighting the entire world 6 more times? Of course, if it is humanly possible, then I can do it. I saw it for myself, clear as day. Even as every breath ravaged him, spasms of humiliation and despair rocking his face. I saw him unflinchingly declare himself to that light. I will never forget that sight. The sight of the greatest strength humankind could possibly possess. The next thing I remember, my eyelids fluttered open. Seeing how hard Wodan fought, seeing his determination, I found strength of my own. I may not be capable of following in his footsteps, but at the very least, I want to help him. I want to live up to the faith he showed in us. In assisting, we be given our own chance to choose. Circumstantial change confirmed. The price has now been paid. I have a proposal for you, chosen ones, an offer for those of you who were cast aside. If you desire acclaim, then choose rebirth. If you desire indolence, then choose eternal sleep. It makes no difference to God. I nodded. The light grew brighter, blinding me. We were each given our task to grow our assigned Lostbelts. I didn't so much as blink. With my mystic eye, I cast my gaze over the world I was given. I looked far and wide, to the very edges, so that I could live up to his hopes and face my destiny as he did his. Even if doing so should take me down an evil path that had been pruned away from human history. I wished that I might find a glimmer of hope somewhere along the way. And then my right eye saw something so very far away. In a Norse world unlike our own, bound to one day be cut off from humanity, where fiery destruction raged as well.
You looking at me, aren't you?
Who are you? Not that pompous fool, Odin. I reduced him to ashes, nor the ferocious Fenrir. Him I ate. Are you one of the surviving gods? Yes, I suppose one of the gods did escape my flames. I see. Then you must be Skadi, the goddess of snow. No, I'm not. I'm me. I am a woman who was meant to die in a world consumed by flame.
You don't say.
Who are you? Are you the 6th imaginary element? A demon?
No. I am flame. The flame destined to consume all the Norse lands. I am the last remnant of Ymir's wrath.
Norse? I see. Now I understand. Perhaps it's my old Nordic bloodline that's to blame. You must be Surtur.
You don't say.
The fiery king of giants, the Dark One, the giant of Ragnarok who once ended the world.
So you do know who I am, woman. Fascinating. So you are seeing my flame, even as you die from the flames consuming your own world. That's right. I am the one who will bring an end to all things. I am the one who put an end to the gods and their prattling on about fate. I consume the land, humans, everything. I will end the age of gods. I will end the entire world. I will see that there is no tomorrow.
Well, that's not how the legend goes. According to myth, your flames consumed the Norse Age of Gods, but it's followed by the Age of Humanity.
That is what was fated to be. But I don't care. What need I have of a future I cannot see with my own eyes? Everything should end with me. When this planet ends, I will have the final laugh as it all fades away. At least, that is what I swore to myself, but...
I see. You failed too.
Yes, I failed. I spent a considerable amount of time struggling to free myself from Odin's prison. But it seems fate is a more formidable foe than I thought. This is as far as I go. My flame will be pruned away along with these Norse lands, crushing my dream of consuming everything. What a pitiful sight this world and I must make.
So that's where your world ended.
Indeed.
Then you have that in common with us. Although I was supposed to save my world, not destroy it.
Indeed.
It was nice to meet you, fiery king of giants. But now, I guess this is goodbye.
Farewell, human woman, who cast your gaze from another world ending in fire. If, by some miraculous stroke of luck, you should ever happen to lay your eyes on me again, I will show you my flaming sword.
Your noble phantasm?
The end of this planet. Oh. Good. You're all here. I knew you wouldn't turn down a challenge.
That's one way to put it. Another is that given out choices, there was only one sane answer. This is one hell of a tall order. But if the alternative was death, I'm not gonna say no.
I would not have minded dying, but I could not ignore the prospect of these last bouts. I knew human history was fragile, but I didn't know it had branched out to that degree. I suppose you learn something new every day.
I don't care what it takes. This is a huge pain in the ass, but at least it gives us a chance to win. So fine, I'll do it. Basically, we just gotta save the world, right?
I couldn't say anything back then. I was completely at a loss for words. I couldn't laugh it off like Barrow, or brood on it like Kadok. Not when Wildheim's demeanor was so different from what I had expected.
Now, while I would like nothing more than to celebrate our reunion, our race is already underway. There is no call for fraternization beyond what is absolutely necessary. By now, you should all have connected to your Lostbelt from your coffins and formed contracts with your servants. I've told you all the information I was given. There's nothing more to add. It won't be long now before the disciple of the foreign god arrive. Once they do, I'd like you all to go with them to your respective Lostbelts.
Nobody else knew the truth. None of them had any idea what sort of price he had paid to give the rest of us in Time a chance. He could have boasted about it. He could have held it over our heads. Instead, he never even brought it up. I don't understand. None of us would be here if it wasn't for you, Kushtaria. Why didn't you say anything? If you just told them what you did for us, they would do whatever you say.
I see. So you knew Orpelia. It's simple. I didn't tell them because it's not important for what lies ahead. I want humans to do the best they possibly can. That goes for myself, and it goes for you as well. Gratitude is nice, but not if it leads to their putting less than their full efforts into this endeavor. So don't worry about it. I did that for my sake, not yours. It worked out, and I got what I wanted from it. Besides, if one of you ends up surpassing me, that will make my job easier, right? I risked nothing and stood to gain everything. None of you owes me anything for it.
Curse Tarya. That was the moment I knew, without a shadow of a doubt. Tarya Woldine was different. He always had been. He had been on a whole other level from the rest of us ever since he was born. His mindset, his character, his bearing, all fit for a king. There was simply no other explanation for how he could have accomplished something so incredible.
Opulia, you'll be taking Scandinavia. Be very careful when you summon your servant after you get there. Destruction factors heavily into Norse mythology. In such a world, it is when matters appear to be going well that one needs to be most on their guard. A good ending for the Norse could in truth be quite a bad ending for us. But then, I suppose I need to warn you of that. You have your mystic eye, after all. You can see into the future far better than I can. As such, you should be more than capable of growing Scandinavia's tree of emptiness to maturity.
That's right. The king I swear allegiance to, the god I worship, isn't a foreign god at all. This is the man I will serve. If it will help him realize his ideals, I'll gladly become a cryptor. I will. I promise, Lord Kustaria.
I see. So this is a servant.
Your body is made of ether. You might not like how it feels, but try to get used to it. I'm glad you were the one who answered my summon, Dragon Slayer, wielder of Gram. I know it's a special summoning ritual, but it's still fortunate that I was able to get you without a catalyst. Maybe it's because of my mother's Nordic bloodline. That certainly seems a far more likely cause than my father's fondness for Richard Wagner.
Wagner?
Oh, right. Sorry. In my world's history, Sigurd and Siegfried are different people. So that makes my mother's bloodline seem even more likely. Anyway, it's nice to meet you, Saber. My name's Opedia Farmore Solon. I have to say, I'd never have guessed you would exist in this Lostbelt. I would have thought...
You're not wrong. The heroic spirit this body belongs to isn't from this Lostbelt.
Huh? No, that can't be right. We cryptors are meant to form contracts with the heroic spirit that's tied to our land.
Opelia, I see. So your name is Opelia Farmer Solon. Ah, that's a lovely name. Farmer Solon. It puts me in mind of thrones, a type of angel. If you want to be an angel, then you should serve me as your god.
What are you saying, Sigurd?
Oh, come now. Don't be so cold. You already know who I am. From my perspective, we just met the other day. Is that not true for you? I'll never forget that gaze of yours. The way you looked at me right before my will. My reality was pruned away. I remember looking you right in the eye, Opedia.
Those eyes.
You saw me, and I saw you. Rejoice, daughter of humanity. In that moment, our fates were intertwined. Did you really not notice, Opelia Farmer Solon? My soul was linked to your unusual mystic eye. It's been hiding inside of you all this time. You did form a contract. I'm the servant you gained in your Lostbelt. Rejoice, Opelia! Your servant is none other than Suitor, the fiery king of giants himself!
No! That can't be right! I'm a master! I know all about the heroic spirit I summoned! You're Sigurd, the greatest hero of Scandinavia, heir to Gram, the demonic sword...
Do not force me to repeat myself. You are referring to the body I possess. Yes, you succeeded at summoning Sigurd. Not much is true, but thanks to your mystic eye, I snuck into the summoning spell and melded it with his soul. Now I control his entire body.
Ah! An accidental summoning. No! This would be a multiple simultaneous summon, leading to...
No. Don't make that face, Ophelia. Go on. Smile. Breathe a sigh of relief. I may just be your soul, but I'm still your servant. So I'll be your knight, just like you're my woman. Now, what do you say we seal the deal? Uh-oh.
Stay back! Don't come near me!
A command spell. By all means. In fact, that's one of the things I want the most. Go ahead. Tie this body down. Destroy it!
What?
That infernal Odin imprisoned my homeland. My foundation. Muspelheim has been left behind us in Lostbelt. I have to get it back. If this body is shattered, my soul will be free. Then I will destroy Odin's prison, and that false son of his will fall. Once that has happened, I will materialize in my true form as the fiery king of giants.
Hey, Destroyer, how you doing? Welcome.
The sun? You mean that enormous sun is actually?
Yes, my true body. Or rather, the prison Odin built to hold it. Did the mages of proper human history not know? Muspelheim, realm of fire, home to all Muspel. It is in fact my own body. It is the endless flame burning within insatiable hunger for destruction. I will need it to resume Ragnarok, which was so rudely interrupted. Odin's seal was quite solid, but thankfully, you saw to that when you released my soul. The rest is easy. I'll escape this shell, and my soul will destroy my body's prison from the outside. That prison may be difficult to escape from within, but it is all too vulnerable from the outside. I struck Odin a fatal blow after I devoured Fenrir. The Allfather clearly didn't have the strength to secure my prison from both sides. I suppose I should expect no less from the soul of a great hero. Now that we are meshed together, it will be difficult to escape this body on my own. It's torturous, having to constantly face Sigurd's soul, like standing in a hall of infinite mirrors. It would be far quicker if I could turn my blade on myself. But failing that, I would be grateful if you would end me, Ophelia.
If I kill you, the sun, Suda, will fall.
Indeed. Once I take back my body, I will resume Ragnarok, and this Lostbelt will be the first to burn. From there, I will lay waste to the rest of the planet. I can't wait to show you, Ophelia. Soon, you'll get to see my flaming sword. And the entire world.
So that's what happened. Guess that Suda is possessing Sigurd's body and his mind. God damn. Login account used 200 coins and got nothing. Well, F for respect, Destroyer. I'm very sorry. You got Valkyrie. Well, if you haven't seen my last stream, I was on my main account. I rolled it like multi-roll. The first one was like shit, and then the second I got like Brynhild, Valkyrie, and Suzuka goes in. Yeah, pretty good roll. Pretty lucky roll I got. I like that. Alright. Like if you watch it on my YouTube channel, on that recent video, you should be able to see it. Alright. Instead of screaming out in despair, I quickly used the command spell to forbid him from killing or harming himself. Suda is the king of giants, the destructor of the end time. I can't let him escape Sigurd's body. If he does, everything will burn. It will be the incineration of humanity all over again. No, not quite. His fire would have to extend into the past to match the incineration of humanity. But his fire would burn up everything in the present and leave nothing for tomorrow. All of a sudden, it felt like something was twisting my heart. It hurts. I can feel my body groaning in pain. It's like I'm being hollowed out from the inside. Without warning, I find myself in a terribly precarious situation. Am I doing the right thing? Should I tell Queen Skadi? No, that would be too much risky. The King of Giants is the god's sworn enemy. I cannot imagine her merciful love extending to him. With every thought, I can feel my body groaning under the pressure. It hurts. Something is interfering with me, with my plans. What should I do? I can't make this call on my own. But what choice do I have? We cryptos can't interact directly. I have to resolve the situation myself. Besides, we're not allies. Not really. Once we manage to grow our trees of emptiness to maturity, we'll just end up competing for each other's territory. In the end, there will only be one territory left. I can't afford to show any weakness. That's why... Jesus Christ, how long is this shit, man? That concludes my report.
I see. You did well to bring this to my attention, Opelia.
Not at all, Lord Kushtaria. Once I determined the danger the situation posed, I thought you should decide how to handle it. I'm a mage. I don't have the same kind of feelings that normal people do. I don't experience love or romance. All I feel is undying loyalty towards those with vastly superior intellects. Kushtaria Woldheim shines brighter than anyone. He isn't afraid of anything. He'll know what to do. I'm sure of it. As long as she shows me the path I need to take, I'm sure I can summon up the courage to follow it.
Opelia Farmer Salon.
Yes, Lord Kushtaria.
You were right to use a command spell, and this summon you have achieved is fascinating. The King of Giants in Norse mythology is akin to a god of destruction. By summoning him, you have, in essence, summoned an ancient god. You should be proud that you were born to a family devoted to the study of evocation and the summoning arts. Opelia.
Yes, Lord Kushtaria.
You have gained an exceptional resource to help bring about the reconstruction of humanity. You say Suda told you he was going to burn the entire planet? Fascinating. I wonder if that would still work on a world that has been wiped clean. At any rate, the data would seem to indicate that you have him fully under control. As long as you can continue to rein him in without incident, he should be a tremendous asset. Though, of course, that does pose considerable risk.
Understood. Then I shall do my best to live up to your expectations, Lord Kushtaria. From here on, I will address my half-suitor, half-secret servant as Saber, and turn his power to our cause. I vow that I will grow my Lostbelt to maturity with his help.
What kind of new gacha game?
I know I can live up to Lord Kushtaria's hope. I know I can fight. Building a relationship with a heroic spirit that has a mind of his own, controlling one's servants. These are key problems every master has to face. I can manage it. This is what I've trained for. I won't fail. I will grow my tree of emptiness to maturity. I'll ensure this Lostbelt continues to flourish alongside the Queen, and the most powerful knight ever to live. The tree continues to grow well. It has been all this time. Everything is going well here. At least, it was.
Antante Cryptor! I'm a servant from proper human history, the only hero of humanity in all of Scandinavia. Hey now, what's the matter? What are you so afraid of, Marimu Sally?
See no Alice.
Oh, someone's like a fire emblem. But Wednesdays, mine, like this Wednesday I have a Canada Day.
Okay, here we go. Facing against the suitor. Fuck me.
I need to get like archer. Oh shit, man. Actually, you know what? I'm probably gonna use a Squatoria and have it for the Tamamo. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah? Years ago. Oh boy. The false sun is falling. The fiery king of giants returns. In the book of Genesis, it's written that the creator rested on the seventh day. In this Lostbelt, fire is what comes on the seventh day. Not a day of rest, but the day of Ragnarok. After Wednesday, Odin's Day. You said Wednesday, and then now she said Wednesday's Odin's Day. After Thursday, Thor's Day. After Friday, Freyja's Day. Then after Saturday, Saturn's Day. The day of the sun finally arrives. The false sun, the ball of fire glowing in the sky, is falling to the ground instead of remaining aloft. It shakes and cracks the ground, shattering mountains as it shifts and rights to stand on its feet. In proper human history, this event manifested in the eruption of Mountain Katla, but not here. Our myth is this world's reality. Muspelheim, realm of fire, land of flame. The blazing inferno standing in for the true sun in this Lostbelt sky. Now, the Muspel leader, Muspelheim itself, descends upon us. One of the great kings, the one who will cast Twilight's pall far and wide, arrives as the sun gone mad. The only king of giants in all the world, Suitor and his great flaming sword.
Did you say Suda? Man, you weren't kidding! Ha! Figures you'd be a big bugger. I know the Age of Gods never ended here, but come on!
Boo boo! Boo boo! The fiery king of giants. The Buddhist instruments can't even properly measure his magical energy. We can't even tell how far he is from us, either. It's not clear whether he's way out there or... It's no use. I can't even get a clear visual on him. It could be some sort of heat mirage or something. Either way, it is impossibly hot. Make sure you stay behind me, master.
Roger that.
I strongly advise you keep your distance, Mr. Soapfrost. Your mystic cold may have been outfitted to accommodate Russia's extreme cold, but it is not nearly so effective against extreme heat. Make sure to remain where Miss Cule can protect you.
Holmes, you're here. Thank goodness.
Absolutely. I have plenty of rest. It was nice to fall asleep without anything on my mind for once. But I also can't deny that it was dreadfully dull. You will have to inform me about your recent escapades when we have the time.
Is this really the time to just be idly catching up with each other? The temperature outside the border is skyrocketing even as we speak. It's enough of a shock learning that giants and the like exist here. But now we find out they have a king? There's no telling how many reports I'll have to write now, assuming anyone even believes them. Granted, it's not as though we're making any of this up, but once this Lostbelt disappears, any credibility those reports will have is going to disappear along with it.
Ah, hello, Mr. Goulart. I see you are finally beginning to understand some of the problems Soldier has been facing this entire time. Perhaps now you may understand why, at first blush, our reports from the singularities may have seemed so preposterous.
Never mind that now. We're in danger here. Get us the hell out right away. It's difficult to tell without his fire, but I don't think that giant is as far away as he looks.
You're right about that, Monsieur Director. I've got a feeling he's way closer than you think. Hey, King of Giants! Shooter, right? You're not just gonna go away on your own, are you? Are you? Am I right to assume you're our enemy? Of course.
I can hear him. No, wait. He's communicating telepathically via magecraft.
Here he comes. You two, keep Bryn Hill safe.
Mash, maximum output. Focus everything on defense. Yes, Master. Ortonax, maximum output. Switching over to defensive mode. I can't believe you're so collected even after seeing that. I'm impressed, Mash. You really are amazing.
It's dangerous out here, Opedia Farmer Salon. Please hurry inside the castle while the King of Giants' attention is focused on them.
No, Ortolande. You go on ahead. This is my mess. I need to be the one who cleans it up.
Opedia!
Uh-oh. Alright, ready to see how that freaking suitor battle is going? Oh.
君の道行きを信じよう。さあ、行きなさい。
ええ、ちょっと神様っぽいところ見せちゃおうかな。
Oh, that's not good. Switching over from Twitch to YouTube?
スイミング。
Why?
華麗、あまりにも華麗。小柱とキレ、エクスカリバー、ビビアー。出雲に神あり、これ自在にしてみそぎの証。神宝羽化の鏡のよう。ついてにアマテツ矢の雫石。ね。狙い撃ちです。
灼熱を。灼熱を。
It sure is annoying right there.
ビッグウェーブ。
王の話をするとしよう。
スイミングの時間です。水面に光るは勝利の剣。エクスカリバー、ビビアーン。
神秘ごとき。
そこは壁もなく城もなく、国すらない始まりの空。魂のありかを見せようか。ガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
はいや。
灼熱を。命令ごとき。
Oh, fuck you.
灼熱を。
ホールドアップ。
This is no good. Merlin's about to die anyway.
お任せ。夢のように。
ちょっと神様っぽいところ見せちゃおうかな。楽しみです。出雲に神あり、これ自在にしてみそぎの証。神宝羽化の鏡のよう。ついてにアマテツ矢の雫石。ね。はいや。えい、こう。
灼
Fuck hell, man.
裏打ちはしません。ホールドアッ
お任せ。夢のように語っている。
プ。バリバリ呪うぞ。
Let's finish this shit.
ビッグウェーブ。
王の話をするとしよう。
スイミングの時間です。水面に光るは勝利の剣。エクスカリバービビアー。
星の宇宙に物見の歌、楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のに通るがいい。ガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
フリーズ。
End a battle right there. That's why that's Scritorius to bash anyway. Because of MP loop and stuff. Like, you ever saw that Chinese server version? I was speedrunning and then this is what the lineup looks like. It's funny. God, I'm not done yet. God. Ah! Ah! I fended off the first wave of Suitor's onslaught, but I'm afraid this heat and pressure are so intense that the Ordinac design is designed to be fire resistant. It should be able to hold up in the face of extreme heat from the natural world. But it was never designed to withstand being submerged in lava. You're lucky you're still standing. If not for all this snow and ice infused with magical energy, you'd be a goner. After all, he's... Indeed, he may not be quite as hot as a star, but he is quite close, and there's something else disturbing about him. Be wary of his noble phantasm. Suitor's flaming sword is a divine construct born from a planet. It prioritizes life forms over all else. Not even deity from the Age of Gods could survive it.
Oh la la! You should be proud, you two! We're still standing tall after facing off with a being that kills entire worlds! Hey, Suitor! I figured a god killer would be way more impressive, but so far, you've been a big letdown! You're nothing compared to the despair my grand Ame and I felt in winter! Winter, you say? All that I have for you is fire.
Boo boo boo! Go! Here comes the second wave. Keep that shield out. Yes, Master. I won't lose, even if we are up against a divine construct. Position secured with a bunker bolt, assuming both defensive.
Out of my way.
A blinding light fills my vision. Light. No, it's not just light. It's heat. Flickering heat that reduces everything it touches to ash. If this were truly a divine construct, there's nothing to be done against it. At least, that's what I think. Senpai! Senpai! And yet, I saw her. I saw a warrior standing up to a sword forged by gods with a man-made shield. I saw her push beyond her limits to wield that heavy shield, even as her arms and legs shook with the effort. And I knew that it was time for me to make my stand. My spirit core may be damaged, but as long as I can move, I have a chance to atone for my sins.
You too. It seems this body of mine has caused you a great deal of trouble. And so, I have no choice but to use it to make it amends. My ultimate technique is ready! Sword of the Sun! Now is the time for you to wreak destruction! Boltwerk Gram!
Who is that be? And there goes Daily Login and special 110 days something. Well, you get the idea, but I'll show you. Watch. Right there, 1,100 days anniversary celebration, 10 sync chords. Woo! 150 sync chords. Still saving up for Scotty on my alternate account, and I'll be collecting like what? Thanos, Merlin, Tamamo, and then imagine I get Scotty. Alright, what the hell is this adding me? That looks kind of a weird setup. I'll have to figure out, come back later. Alright, bring in Twilight here once again, middle, alright. I'll be collecting like Thanos. The stones of Gem's power. The gauntlet. Fire walked the earth. Here in this Lostbelt, a place nearly devoid of life, a giant strode about the land like a conquering king. Onward he walked, never straying from his path towards the Lostbelt's fiery northern mountains. He is the king of the giants, the king of fire. The giants that gather at his feet are crushed beneath his heels. The ice beasts drawn to his light are melted in an instant. He is a lofty king. Though he may carry me on his shoulder, I am well aware there is no one who can truly be close to him. There is nothing else that can view the world from his great height. No, that may not be quite true any longer. My mystic eye can see it, an enormous tree beyond the fiery mountains stretching towards the heavens. A figure just as imposing as the king of giants. The tree of emptiness.
I can't reach Lord Kristaria. Suitor's magical energy must be jamming our signal. What would he think of this situation? I see no cause for concern. I have high hopes for you, Opedia. Yes, that's what he said. You again. I'm surprised to see you outside the castle. Do I look a complete fool to you now? Yes, I'm sure I do. I'd probably laugh too if I saw myself now. Huh? I'm sorry, I can't tell what you're saying. I have some facility with lip reading, but it is not helpful when you speak a language I do not know. I guess you really are from a foreign planet. Dumbass! Can't hardly freaking believe she's a crypto too. Not one damn bit like the other one. This one's just a stupid little girl who can't bear to let go of her ladyhood. She might as well be carrying a cracked jar of oil into a bonfire. It's as stupid as maiden walking along the shore barefoot. Between her and the queen, there isn't a single woman here who can tell a good man when she sees one. Screw this. I can see where it's going, so I'm just gonna go back to the temple. And you, Foxwoman? Good question. This silvery world is pretty enough that it could have made for a nice ski resort. But with that giant here, any chance at NNF services making a profit just went up in smoke. Did that friggin' Canis call her Foxwoman? So could that she be Tamamo hiding her in her disguise or something like that? I think I'll be on my way shortly too. I want to see how Opedia's story ends before I leave. So being able to flit about as you like makes it easy for you to park your fat ass wherever you go, huh? I should have known. Oh, would you please spare me the slanderous crudities? I'll have you know my ass isn't the slightest bit fat. It's petite. Thank you very much. Gotta say though, I'm disappointed in Queenie here. Can't believe she's just sitting back and letting Suitor get resurrected like this. Then again, she did marry Njorda, god of the sea, in popping human history. Must not be as smart as she pretends. I'm afraid you'll have it backwards, Canis. Look at it this way. Suda was just that much of a blind spot for her. He represented something so antithetical to her worldview that she couldn't conceive of its existence. This Lostbelt was finished the moment she lost the ability to consider that much. Why do you think it was pruned away? It's like an insect that couldn't even tell that it was being exterminated. That said, I doubt Her Majesty would have done anything about Suda even if she had learned of his relationship to Sigurd. Oh, that means she's just the sort to sit back and let nature take its course. Or does she just pity that crypter? Indeed, I imagine the Queen feels compelled to keep herself in check, so as to be responsible with her overwhelming power. I suppose an admirable enough quality for a human. But sadly, she doesn't seem to have realized that way of thinking limited what her Scandinavia could do as well. Anyway, none of that is my business, and I'm more than happy to keep it that way. And that's about enough chit-chat. I got all the goodies I came for, so I think I'll be on my merry way. The next time we meet will be on the sea, won't it, Canis? When we do, I expect to see some rare and valuable merch that can't be found anywhere on land. Ha! As if I give your fat ass the time of day. Besides, the fact you think you're irreplaceable just means you'll be on your way out sooner than you realize. I wouldn't assume every Lostbelt is on your side if I were you, pet.
Yes, I saw it. We're still alive? Senpai! He deflected fire with his demonic sword.
It seems the King of Giants have disappeared towards the northern mountains. First and foremost, I'm glad to see you all safe. I think you may already know who I am, but let me introduce myself properly. I am a warrior and the wielder of the demonic sword, Gram. I am the son of Sigmund and Hejordis, and I have manifested in this Lostbelt as a saber. My true name is Sigurd. I'm glad I was able to protect you. I only wish I had been able to resist Suda's control of my body more than once.
Sigurd? Resist. So back then, was that you? Oh!
I guess this is what they call hero's pride.
Red eyes? From like teal to red eyes. But I thought you died when Suda was freed.
He did. Sigurd's body would surely have fallen apart had someone not been there to hold it together. Am I correct in that assumption, Ortolinde, last remaining commander of the Valkyries?
Yes, I used a rune to help him. It was all so sudden that I did not expect it to work. But fortunately, the damage was not as extensive as I believed. It almost seemed to me as if the wounds on his body had been somehow rewound.
Rewound? Did Ophelia do that?
I took advantage of that opportunity to keep his spirit core intact, though only just. Unfortunately, I have already exceeded my own output limits. I am afraid I will only last a few seconds more at best.
I was able to wield my sword one last time, thanks to you. For that, you have my deepest gratitude.
No need to thank me. I didn't help you for your sake. If you truly are a hero, then please, help my sister. That's all I want.
You have my word, and once again, you have my gratitude.
Oh?
In Odin's name, by the rune's guidance, I ask that you awaken, my love.
Brynhild?
Brynhild, my love, and my eternal executioner. Please, open your eyes. I promise, I will hold your spirit urgent together. Your spirit core may be damaged like mine, but I hope you will open your eyes nonetheless, even just a little.
You must. Please, don't come near me. I'm the one destined to kill you. I can try to resist the madness, but I feel my body may move to kill you on its own. So please, stay away.
Hush, just for now.
I knew it. You was with someone else earlier. Wasn't it secret?
Yes.
It's really you. You are the man. The hero I fell in love with.
If only that were true. Then and now, I've shown myself to be too much a fool to be your hero.
No, you haven't. You protected me. If it hadn't been for you, Zuda's fiery sword would have killed me.
Huh?
You protected the Shoe Maiden, the Emperor, and the boy fighting to save humanity. You kept this world's hope alive.
Of course. I could never have done it with what little strength I had alone, though. Her help was crucial. She is also why your spear has yet to pierce me, despite our coming to face. It's all thanks to her godly power.
Is he talking about... Indeed. If Suda had brought his flaming sword down in earnest, my castle and all Scandinavia would have been razed to the ground. And of course, I absolutely refuse to abide men and women killing one another. Oh, fucking Scotty, of course. I see you have all suffered at least some manner of injury. It has been a very, very long time since I last saw brave warriors putting themselves to the hazard in combat. This may have been inevitable with Odin's protection weakened, but my negligence is also to blame for things reaching this dire stage. Chaldeans, Sigurd, Brynhild, and you, the archer whose name escapes me. You fought well, my children. I commend your bravery and your valor. I will not let you die just yet. You may all enter my castle. Come with me.
Okay. Ophelia.
Woo! Wow!
Yeah, I know. It's about time I stepped up.
Okay, so Scotty just letting all of us enter the castle? That's so weird. Yes, NPC support. They're all maxed out level, MP5, 10, 10, 10. Very nice. Let me check. Oh, fuck. I don't like where this is going. Okay. Son of a bitch, come on. So stupid. I can't even equip them anything shit. Might as well just equip that one instead. I think I should be good, I guess. Let's switch this one to that. Yeah, Arjuna altar. Kana! With their mask gone, the giants began an all-out assault. To destroy what little life remained. This is not good.
I knew it! The giants are heading towards the village! There were always a few stragglers running around the snowfields and mountains, but there's never been so many gathered around a village like this before.
What's going on? Is this the goddess will?
They're so loud and close Are we gonna be okay? They're gonna break through the walls, are they?
The envoys will protect us. The goddess will make her glory known.
There's nothing to worry about, everyone. So let's just pray. All pray together. Lady Mash, Mr. Southwest, Mr. Napoleon, Bo, wherever you are, I hope the giants haven't squished you.
Maybe, I guess. I was probably gonna try to save up the coins for, Bunny Toria on the Chinese server. I have sent all the envoys to the villages. Unfortunately, with the mask gone, not only do the giants no longer hear my voice, they now resonate with Suitor. If the power approaches its height during the Age of Gods, the village's protections can only last so long. I will do my best to ensure they remain intact for at least half a day, but anything more than that will be quite difficult. Setting that aside, I never expected to see Suitor again. My apologies for interrupting, Your Majesty. I am Sherlock Holmes of Chaldea. Let me begin by offering you my most sincere thanks for treating our injured personnel. For that matter, it is safe to say they would not even have survived Suitor's attack had it not been for your help.
Right, we should all thank her for saving us. Thanks, Queenie. I'm glad we're fighting the same enemy now. You have my thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Scathach. You even restored the Ortonax and its components.
Boo! Boo!
You could use the course we get for completing free quests for her. Yeah, I know. I can't believe you're being so nice to us. Pay it no mind. It is about time you all understood. I am your mother. All in Scandinavia are my children. I have decided to love you with all that entails. As my children, all you need to do is accept my grace. Even though I am the only one of the old gods, as that irritating Wodyne would say. We are most grateful for your mercy. Now, would you mind if I asked you a few questions? I would like to gain as clear an understanding of the situation as possible in order to better determine our next course of action. Very well. Ask what you will. Thank you, Your Majesty. To begin, I presume that the fire on the northern mountains comes from Suitor. That is correct. Are they embers? Embers?
I believe he means the embers of Ragnarok.
Now I get it.
That would depend upon your perspective. I see. Hold up! Excuse me, I'm sorry to interrupt, but may we ask you something, Holmes? Yes, Miss Q-Light. Mr. Soapfrost? Holmes, did you know about Suitor all along? I was, at best, 20% certain. Giving voice to my suspicions at that point would only cause confusion, which is why I refrained from doing so. But I was certain that the man who attacked the Shadow Border was not truly Sigurd, even though I was unable to convey that information at the time. That said, I am at fault with regard to the fire in the mountains. My apologies. I should have found a way to tell you about their true nature sooner. Or at least manage to warn you of Suitor's involvement here. I wouldn't beat yourself up for it too badly. Under the circumstances, you were likely to survive the fake Sigurd's attack. Having said that, there's one thing about you that I'm not exactly pleased about. You always either say too much or not enough.
Yes, that is certainly true. Nonetheless, technical advisor. Much as I agree that one should strive for accuracy in the information conveyed, even in battle, we can expect it will always be possible to do so.
Well, if you're gonna take Holmes' side, I guess there's nothing more to discuss. That is how you do things, right, Gordy? You don't expect people to deliver more than they're capable of, do you?
I am deeply ashamed. I can't tell you how sorry I am for the trouble my ineptitude has caused. Why are you so hard on yourself, sage of proper human history? The fire in those mountains is a testament to my weakness. Even with the power Odin bestowed upon me, I have been unable to rid my land of twilight. Is that? It is something of a long story. Please, lend me your ears. Okay. It was 3,000 years ago, the twilight of the gods. Ragnarok, the battle destined to bring an end to the age of gods, was upon us. It should have been begun and ended here just as it did in proper human history. But here, Surtur rampaged unchecked and everything went awry. Surtur, the Dark One. He inherited Ymir's destructive side above all else. The first giant, whose name was all but erased from proper human history. As the fiery king of giants, he was the strongest of all Muspelheim, which also made him its ruler. He was meant to trigger Ragnarok, ending the Norse Age of Gods and paving the way for the future. But in this Lostbelt, he did not care for his destined fate. Refusing to be content with ending the Norse Age of Gods, he decided he wanted to bring about a true end, a cataclysm to end the world entirely. From there, things continued to spiral. Next came Vanagander, Fenrir Sulfur, perhaps better known as an Ixi Fenrir, the fearsome wolf of ruin whose breath could freeze anything in its path. Though I am told it is not mentioned in either Eddas or the Volsunga saga in proper human history. He was a great monster whose bones, muscles, and heart turned to ice after it had eaten half of Niflheim. It was Fenrir who was originally supposed to kill Odin. But when Fenrir let down his guard to swallow the sun, Surtur set upon him. He killed Fenrir, tore him to pieces, and consumed him. Having gained the wolf's power, Surtur went on to kill Loki, the other gods, and even the other of the giants' kings. He then attempted to connect his true body, Muspelheim itself, to the sky, through the hole left by the sun's vacancy. By doing so, he hoped to bring twilight not only to the gods, but the entire world. He destroyed each of the Norse world's 9 realms and attempted to burn down the very planet. The flames were devastating. Odin and the remaining gods banded together to try and prevent this unthinkable ending, but they could not win against Surtur. However, they were able to fight him to a stalemate. Though the gods were completely destroyed, Odin was able to seal Muspelheim away with one final ruin, leaving it hanging in the sky as a false sun. As for myself, Odin combined me with Skathach, a woman with whom I shared a fateful bond. In order to draw Surtur's eye away from the gods he meant to kill. Now I am all that remains of the gods, me, and the primordial ruins that Odin entrusted to my care. So some Lancer to Caster version, huh? It was horrific. Surtur's rampage let much of the land ablaze. The blood that poured onto the ground from the many wounds the gods inflicted upon him erupted into flames, and remained ablaze. What the fuck? Those flames consumed countless lives. It fell to me to protect what few remained. Once Ragnarok has truly concluded, there would be little point in ushering in the age of humanity without any humans. I turned a vast majority of my power toward extinguishing the flames that threatened to consume this world and all life on it. And so I blanketed this land in snow and ice, laden with magical energy, thus creating safe havens that the surviving giants could not touch in order to give humans an opportunity to live their lives. I put masks on the giants infused with my magical energy, placing them under the authority I gained from my father, the giant Pajasi. I then produced several hundred envoys, using the 3 surviving Valkyries as a base. With his true body sealed within the false sun, Surtur became as ineffectual as a divine spirit. Though he continued to exist in this world, he no longer had any power over it. peace returned to Scandinavia, and so began a new age that was never meant to be. An age where the last god, a handful of people, a scattering of giants, and a few Valkyries all act out a quiet coexistence. From there, an impossible 3,000 years came to pass. A great tree extended its root down from space, and Ophelia appeared before me, calling herself a cryptor. I presume you are aware of what transpired after that. She told me she must grow that tree in order for this world to survive. She was quite helpful to me, which I did appreciate. But that is beside the point. I never suspected the knight that accompanied her was harboring the soul of my sworn enemy. Oh. I don't think she meant for this to happen. I believe this was likely a summoning accident of some kind. No doubt she used a summoning system identical to Chaldea's to materialize Sigurd's heroic spirit, and a foreign entity happened to make its way into the mix.
By foreign entity, I take it you mean Suda. Wait, I've got it. It's her mystic eye.
Indeed, I imagine Suda must have used it as a catalyst. That eye is meant for seeing possibilities after all. She must have caught sight of a lost history, a pruned phenomenon that would have been impossible in proper human history at some point. So you say she saw Suda's soul, of all things? Oh, Ophelia, far more Solon. If you had to see something, why could it not have been me? How dreadfully unfortunate. But regardless, the fact remains that Suda, my sworn enemy, has returned to my land. And now he will stop at nothing to finish what he began, to merge with Muspelheim and bring about the end of all things. If nothing is done to stop him, he will burn Scandinavia to the ground. His flames will devour all life. All manner of heat will coalesce into one great fire and reduce everything to smoke and ash.
If that happens, there's no telling what effect it might have outside of this Lostbelt. You do need to go through void space to escape the Lostbelt, so I don't think the fire would leak beyond it, but I can't really be entirely certain. It's worth noting that he does still have our compass, too. The paper moon, I mean.
Your Majesty, might I propose an alliance? While the enemy of my enemy may not necessarily be my friend, I do believe our chances of defeating Suda will improve considerably by working together. What do you say, Skadi? My fair Andruidis, I would say. You would issue commands to a god, heroic spirit? Respectfully, of course. You are a heroic spirit, are you not? What a joke. A human ghost, a mere shadow telling me what to do. Ordinarily, I would pay no mind to what a being such as you had to say. But in your particular case, I sense wisdom in those beautiful eyes. You remind me of Baldur, god of light.
What?
What? Seriously?
My queen, what are you saying?
Pay no heed. I was merely joking. The heroic spirit's eyes may be wise, but they are also somewhat clouded. Even gentle Baldur would surely object to such a comparison. Nonetheless, I have made my decision, heroic spirit. I shall love you as...
Where did that come from? I didn't touch anything, technical advisor.
It's not always about you, Director. Everything's working fine. It's just an emergency alert.
Haha, I take it you feel that too, Monsieur Right Demonic Sword Wielder. Indeed, something approaches from the sky. Windhill!
Right.
I see it. There's a massive magical energy flying towards us from the northern mountains. Wait, all our instruments are working now?
I simply adjusted my snow and ice to accommodate them. The nerve, interrupting a god. Dare to sully my castle any further, and even my patient will... Oh, fucking this thing. Another one of those? Hostile detected. It's the same species we encountered on Mountain Galhopikgen. Galhopikgen, Master? Okay. Yes, I saw that. I logged in the Chinese account and I saw that there was some reward thing for stuff. Like 10 bows, cards, and attack and HP.
戦闘かなるべく避けたいところだけ
エリザ粒子展開手伝うも気にしないで
いいとも
よく見ておくように
そう
回避は許しませんデスカッタ
そうよーし
ーいいでしょう
計略だ
何サービスだと思う
敵へ捕捉
Yep. Pretty nice though.
よーし
それどう
エリザ粒子展開
何事もやればできるお任せ夢のように片付けよう
つまんない連中だな他にやることじゃなこういうのどうだ
全兵装いいで粉砕します気に入ったわあなたは念入りにめちゃくちゃにしてあげる泣いて許しをこいなさいブレストゼロエリゼーベト回避は許しません
No, come on!
どうなのどうなの
Okay, never mind then.
聞きません
よあ
いいでしょう
罠だ罠だ
デスカッター聞きません
うわ行くぞよーし
いいとも
計略だ無駄だ
あったったった久しぶりの運動は応えるね
Complaining for no reason, I see. What? What's wrong with that? Is it the Chinese or the any people that were complaining about it? Let me see on Twitter. Oh, that's funny. Alright. Okay. Let me check. Ruby Bears Giants. Arashi time. They just keep on coming.
What the hell are these things? And why are there so damn many? At least they're still satisfying to shoot, but still.
Repulsive. There is something indecent about this. There is something indecent about these creatures. They have no regard for their own lives.
Indeed, they are infused with vast amounts of magical energy. I doubt these creatures are the product of a normal ecosystem.
We have more coming in through a hole in the ceiling. There's a second and a third. They certainly aren't shaped like any ordinary creature. Could they be phantasmals? As they have just appeared now. Perhaps they were originally some sort of plant that has transformed into Suda's kin. No, on second thought, most likely.
Boo! Boo! Boo!
How dare you! What possible reason could you cease having for barging into my castle, knowing that I have connected myself to the Tree of Emptiness? Seeds. That's it! I'm analyzing the data now. They are seeds from the Tree of Emptiness. I can't believe it. Even the seeds are autonomous and capable of fighting. I was willing to turn a blind eye to the occasional stray seed, but how dare you damage my castle? This transgression will not stand. I, the king of this Lostbelt, command you to die. Ooh. Nope. What? Oh, see tonight.
Of course they're not going to self-destruct on your command. Haven't you noticed? Your connection to them has been severed. I suppose I'll have to help you out a bit, seeing as you're inevitably helpless by yourself.
Okay, nice. Ilya!
Whoa! Nice work! So that's what a Divine Spear's Magecraft can do, huh?
If it isn't Freya!
It's Ilya, stepmother. Didn't you just hear Mash call me that?
I suppose you are right. Freya would never allow herself to wield ice and snow as I do. Regardless, I must commend you. You did well to escape my dungeon. I should have expected as much from my daughter in my improper human history. My companion's beloved child.
I could have escaped whatever. The only reason I didn't is because I knew you really go out to seal me away again. This time for good, if I did. I was just passing the time when I heard a big commotion coming from inside the castle. At first, I thought you were fighting everyone else after finally defeating Suda, but I was wrong. What happened? I thought you were supposed to be the Queen of Scandinavia. Did you not notice that Ophelia cut your connection to the Tree of Emptiness?
So would it seem. That certainly explains why they did not obey my order to self-destruct.
So basically, it's Russia all over again, huh? Let me get this all straight. Up till now, the Queen's been connected to the Tree of Emptiness, but with her connection severed now. The Crypt is trying to make Suda the new Lostbelt King by connecting him to it instead.
Madness. There is no telling what sort of disaster may ensue if Suda were to absorb the tree's power for himself. Though I see you seem to have some idea, Your Majesty. Indeed I do. To begin, he will no doubt raise Scandinavia to the ground in but a single breath. The flaming sword he wields is a blade forged by the planet. Its sole purpose is to rend the Age of Gods asunder, to wipe it from the face of the earth. Should it be successful, it will leave nothing behind. It is that powerful a weapon. A divine construct?
And noble fantasmas are on par with Rongominiad. On top of that, he's still got the Paper Moon, which means it's even more likely his destruction could reach the outside.
Assuming his magical energy and spiritual rank increase to that degree, Your Majesty, would you tell us where the Tree of Emptiness is located? The Northern Zone. The Tree of Emptiness took root beyond the Fire Mountains. Though, of course, I have been using my ice and snow crystal to hide it from view. I see. So you will use a magecraft-based optical camouflage and jamming its magical energy signature all at once. No wonder we were unable to locate the Tree of Emptiness once we arrived in this Lostbelt. Very well, now that we have dealt with those intruders, would you be so kind as to give us an answer to my earlier proposal, Queen Skathachskadi? Yes, I suppose I should.
We'd really appreciate your help.
With things as they are, I suppose there is little alternative. Enemies my sworn enemy. Humans and heroic spirits are proper human history. I accept your proposal. Our alliance, however, will be a temporary one. Do not forget that. And one more thing. Do not enter into this alliance with the intent to hold anything back at all. Remember, Suda defeated Odin himself. You must kill a killer of gods. You should appreciate the incredible difficulty of this particular task. Is that clear?
Yes. You're too kind, your majesty. Haha, what a coup! Now my new Grande army's even got its own goddess and queen.
Oh, wound!
Ha 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 ha! I see. So you're happy about this too, huh, Papa? Come on, Private, celebrate with me. This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance. It's not every day you get to kill a god slayer alongside a goddess and a great hero. With a lineup like this, we can't possibly lose. And a good thing too. One Waterloo was more than enough. I'm trusting you two to handle the vanguard. Sound good? Certainly, I shall do my utmost to clear a path for you.
As will I. We shall be your blades until our spirit cords and spirit urges finally crumble apart. Rest assured, I will never fall to a heartless flame.
Oh la la! I'm falling in love with you all over again!
Please don't. Really, you must, Emperor. Secret is right here beside me.
I can hardly blame you, given your beauty. But I must warn you, Emperor, you will never win her heart. It only belongs to me. Haha, I can't compete with that. Maybe this is a sign that I ought to focus on my main squeeze.
Boo! Go!
B1, well, I have to use my runes to hold your spirit cords together. The bonds are still fragile. If you expend all of your magical energy in battle, they will once again crumble. That's awful.
Please do not concern yourself with us, Lady Mash. The existence of servants is a brief, fleeting one. Once our task is done, it is our fate to disappear. Both Brynhild and I are well aware of that. Let our bodies be your sword. Let our bodies be your strength. Lord Sopras, we may not have forged official contracts with you, but as our temporary master, our blades are yours to wield for humanity as you see fit. Thanks for helping us, you two.
It looks like we're all on the same page. What a relief! If you dug in your heels, I was worried I'd have to fight you myself, and that one or both of us might end up dead. But for now, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. I'm sure we can get along until this is all over. Right, stepmother?
Yes, I suppose we can. It seems we will have a chance to test how well we can fight together sooner than expected.
What?
Hostile detected! Giants! The whole bunch of big ones headed your way from underground! Must be the red giants that were chained up! These guys should be old hat by now. Right, Private?
I'm seeing multiple Lostbelts. They appear to be the ones who were being kept underneath the castle. But there's something different about their heads. They're not wearing the mask anymore. Suda's power must have broken them. Now they will no longer heed commands from my bloodline. Very well then. I shall assist in dealing with them myself.
That's one down.
We have multiple hostiles in the area. Master, permission to engage the enemy.
Granted.
Understood. Haha, you're getting good at giving out orders, Private. Remind me to give you a medal once these guys are toast.
Very well. Let us begin.
"私の出番かな?」いや
Yes, Scotty support. Primo die ruin. Thank you.
いいだろう。
いいお望みのままに。そうどう
Fuck you. Crits bullshit.
さてさて、
そうどう
Musbo. Wow, they're unmasked already.
お任せ夢のような形
ガッテン承知の助さん、頂上吉だ。トト様、またガゴを変えやがった。良妻ですもの。節約節約、バリバリ呪うぞ。さあ絶景をご覧じろ。本そじりしたそうか。本中知りへ一里弁そうか。富岳36景神奈川沖波浦すさび。
そこは壁もなく城もなく海空なる始まりの空。魂のありかを見せようか。ガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
はいや。
Focusing at defense up with ammo.
ちょっと神様っぽいところ。ひょんの見せちゃおうときたよ。出雲に神あり、これ自在にしてみそぎの証。信仰羽化の鏡になる。水天に天の艶の静石。ね。あらよ。敵艦こうだ。
Well, that ain't no good.
たっぷり墨をするさ。したり。本そじりしたそうか。本中知りへ一里弁そうか。富岳36景上々上々。
The battle in the castle is over. That would seem to be the last of the giants who were dwelling in the underground.
Now hurry up and get on the border. We're waiting on the other side of the bridge.
Understood.
Woo! Woo! Woo!
So I guess this means the queen was forcing the giants to obey her all this time, rather than them having submitted willingly. But then, if she did have them under her control, why did they go around attacking Mash and Soapfrost the moment they laid eyes on them?
I assume those masks were only able to provide enough control for her to prevent them from attacking the villagers. In which case, they will not stop the giants from homing in on any heat source that happen to wander into the field of view.
Ha! Gotcha! So that's why the villagers are safe to live in. And since you don't have to leave your village to survive here, I guess it all works out. Her Majesty thought this stuff through more than I thought.
This world couldn't have lasted for 3,000 years otherwise, especially since it sounds like most of it had been burnt to the ground. Keeping each village's population to 100 people must have been a restriction intended to ensure life could continue here. I mean, the queen even made those conifer trees out of ice with her magical energy. There just isn't that much food to go around. You had to be strong to survive in Russia, but here, being strong is a death sentence. The only way to survive in this world is to stay weak and live your life inside the confines of your village. But that is neither here nor there. Come on, everyone! We've gotta get ready to welcome back Mash, Soapfast, the heroic spirits, and Her Majesty herself.
Multiple divine spirits, huh? And all of them on a vehicle under my command. Very well. Under the circumstances, I suppose there is nothing to do but accept that my report will likely fill a volume or two.
Where'd that idea come from? Have you got nothing but free time or something?
Don't be ridiculous. If I come to be recognized as a great author once we have restored humanity, the Musics could end up becoming lords. After all, it's the mark of an excellent leader to plan for what happens to following the battle's end.
Now you're throwing shade at Napoleon? There's no way you could ascend to a lordship without a clout to go head to head with policies and aristocracy. Now get your head out of the clouds and your ass in the chair.
What did you say to me? And how do you know so much about?
I do beg your pardon, Mr. Mjolnir. Mjolnir, but would you mind hurry along with our travel preparations? Though they may appear to be moving slowly, the giant footsteps cover an astonishing amount of ground.
What Holmes said? Now come on, let's pick up the pace so we can catch up quickly. All set? Then let's kill ourselves some giants.
Shit, I don't have enough. I'm out of apples. I really want to save it. Not sure if I want to continue or not, or just save it my apples. What is this shit? Jeff! What the fuck? Are you serious? Martha, Okita, Scotoria, Tamama Lancer, Queen of Sheba, Nightingale, and Okita Alter? Who the fuck is... Why the fuck is it still at 1111, 111, and then you still haven't even leveled up very much? Oh my god. Level 85, and he does not equip with craft essences. That's just bad. This one is not so good to line up here. Sigurd Besto Husbando. Ah, yes, I see you. Man of the culture. That's your wife heard. Goddamn, grailed it. 96. Oh, that's your account, Jeff? I mean, Destroyer? Oh, I see. How the hell did you get Martha, the ruler? How'd you get up Martha? I'm curious, anyway. Sorry if I actually just saying something bad for you anyway. Yeah, I got Merlin. Maxed out on, and then 10, 10, 10. And then tomorrow's probably going to be next one. 10, 8, 10. So, probably if I were to get the Cascadi, then that is the one I get collected. But what Thanos does, the gauntlet, picking up the gemstones. Yeah. Let's just finish this chapter and then we'll do it next time on that stream. For the rest of the chapter, finish off the thing. Because it's only about like 17 chapters. Yeah. Alright. Guess I'll use it for now. And I'll try to farm it for the EXP thing or whatsoever. Or maybe golden thing, I guess. Let's see. Oh shit, there's more. Quit toxic tree. Oh, this is the best. This will be the good one right there. Oh shit, wait. Actually, no. This should be stay right there. Why are we using this lump of metal for transport? That seems terribly inefficient. The heroic spirit would reach our destination far more than quickly with a flight ruin or a speed ruin. For foul? We determined this was the best course of action under circumstances, Your Majesty.
Totally. The giants are way more aggressive now, and we got 3 of emptiness seeds falling from the sky. Flying would make us easy targets for the giants lobbing ice boulders, and fleeing on foot would open us up to getting picked off individually. Here in the border, it's much easier to attack and defend at once. For example, the Emperor can use his cannon up on the deck to scatter any groups that come after us.
I just saw something new on the radar.
More enemies?
No, they're not hostile, but they are flying. Are those birds?
Can you put them up on the monitor?
Of course. Here you go.
Ah, look. Oh! Huh. Birds. Yes, 2 of them again. No less. They must be native to the fields that crop up in between the fire and ice zones.
Huh, they must be good friends. Wait, let me get a better look at them.
You two. You thought you have seen these birds before. Yes, several times. I see. That explains it. Now that all makes sense.
Something on your mind, Your Majesty?
Oh, just thinking aloud, young sage.
Hey, Miss Dummies. Hey, Miss Dummies. Messieurs, Can you hear me down there in that luxurious toasty room of yours? This is Napoleon, reporting in from atop the border. I just saw some flying creatures besides those birds. We've got another bunch of seeds headed our way. How far away are these things coming from, anyway? I'm not seeing anything over. Whoa, scratch that! Definitely more of those seeds! Ah, crap. They're changing course to try and land on top of this thing. Moving to intercept now! Anyone who wants to join me, come on up! Let's go take them out.
Yes, I'm all set. Da Vinci already finished looking over at the Ortonox. It was pretty much good as new, thanks to the Queen fixing it up. Man, those primordial ruins really are something.
I'll head out as well. I would like to familiarize myself with Graham's weight a bit more.
I'll go too.
No, you stay here. I can handle this alone, and I want you to rest up.
No, Milo. Come what say, I will not leave your side.
I see. Very well then, let us go together.
Aw, how kind of you, Brynhild. Trying to protect your lover.
流星を見せてやるぜ。やってやるさ、存分に。いいだろう。
ひょんしたり。
ステラ
ー！超こざいな。別こうだ。
I fucking hate this thing. So annoying.
あいつ食べていいか。
ダメだよ。
トンときたよ。任せろ。超こざいな。はあ。いけ。
Oh, totally. They're kind of reminding me like JoJo.
ひょんなものだ。
そいつ
まとめてぶっ飛ばす。
そうだ。はあ。いけ。
そいつはめや。
今だぞ。
はいはい、分かってますよ。
あらよ。別観光だ。
What? This skill shit annoying. I'll lose like 10 crit stars.
まとめてぶっ飛ばす。はあ。いけ。
Damn. This is pretty cool. Yes. Bergreasy and Jotun. No eyes!
お任せ、夢のように片付けよう。君の道行きを信じよう。さあ、行きなさい。
バリバリ呪うぞ。良妻ですもの。節約節約。トト様、またガムを買いやがった。上々吉だ。
へいへい、ビビってんのかよ。お嬢さんの真の力が目覚める。
そいつはありがたい。
さあ、トト様、お
お嬢さん、
疲れだ。
出番だ。
したり。
わかった。本気出す。
オンソジリしたそうか。オン中知り HB ベース。富岳36件。
One down.
天坂矛に縫われし国津のオロチ。我なすことは我のみぞ知る。天かける龍が如く。
こんなの朝ごはん前です。
I battle is over. It looks like that was the last of the seeds. I never thought the giants would group together to chase after us while the border was moving, though.
I wonder, were they trying to hold us back? Or is it just a coincidence they showed up now? I can't imagine they were sent here to stall us, but...
True, I don't sense any real intelligence guiding their actions, though. It may well be that they're not here at either Suitor or the Cryptor's command. You think the seeds came out on their own? Or maybe that the Tree of Emptiness itself scattered them? Yes, that is certainly a possibility. Fascinating. Perhaps these seeds are the Tree of Emptiness' way of defending itself. I believe you first encountered one while you were in the old Jotunheimen Highlands? That's right. It was when we were on Mountain Gaudhopingen. Perhaps it has to do with latitude. If true, that would explain why it responds automatically once you're headed north.
Alright, come on. This isn't a game. If you're done up there, get yourself back inside. Well, not you, Emperor. You just stick to your guns. Canyon.
Yup, don't you worry about that. You're something else. Treating me like an ordinary gunner, Mademoiselle. Brynhild, it must be hard for you to be so close to me. I know my very existence wears on you, even with the Queen's protection.
It's alright, Sigurd. Strangely enough, I am comfortably being able to control myself. Maybe it's because over half my spirit cord is already shattered. I was already broken when it materialized, so perhaps by breaking myself further, I'm better able to resist my usual temptations.
How peculiar that becoming hero experience has reduced us to this.
Not at all, my love. I'm happy about this turn of events.
Aww. Those two are a happy marriage together right there. Not gonna roll anything for this. I have 29 summon tickets. All right. Yeah, thanks for following.
異文体小さな
Just gonna try to like level up. Just gonna like waste all my AP and then gonna let it rest, and then we'll continue the rest of it for like tomorrow, because this will be the final approaching.
流星を見せてやるぜ。やってやるさ、存分に。いいだろう。ステラ
行くぞ。
Hime is so yonder. So which two of Doribos are you talking about? The one, the Brynhild and Sigurd, or is it the one, the what's his name? Ryoma Sakamoto?
じゃあこういうのどうだ。つまんない連中だな。他にやることない。
嬉しい。これより逃げた大嘘つきを退治します。変身過剰弾
あ
私と一緒に恋ブラステッド3。さあ戦いは終わりです。張り切って走りましょう。
Oh yeah? Happy couples together.
いいだろう。
嬉しい。
つまんない連中だな。他にやるっちゃな。こういうのどうだ。
燃やします。嬉しい。これより逃げた大嘘つきを退治します。変身過剰弾枚。
よし。
私と一緒に恋ブラステッド
This is actually amazing, the game mechanics that they allow you to repeat instead of just going back.
優勢を見せてやるぜ。
It's too bad that the Chinese version is like they don't let you do repeat and stuff.
やってやるさ、存分に。いいだろう。
Oh wow.
じゃあこういうのどうだ。つまんない連中だな。他にやることないの。よし。
これより逃げた大嘘つきを退治します。変身過剰弾枚。
あ
嬉しい。私と一緒に恋ブラステッド3。
I think that's enough for that. Let's see how I can level it up. Oh, wait.
ライブラリの映像記録と興味を
Yeah.
Whoa, 17. Damn it. Fuck. Let's see. Sanson. I don't really have any other Sansons. Except I have like Session and Carmilla. You know what? I'm just gonna do that one instead. Oh fucking god. You're kidding me. $3,100.
我ながらいい よ起きたいい調子ですマスター。はい、かつてないぐらい絶好調ですとも。
Okay. I think that should be about pretty much I have. Oh, wait. Alright, I think that's enough for that for now, so I guess we're going to continue on for tomorrow for the rest of the chapter, finishing it off with Götterdämmerung. So prepare yourself, face against the tougher boss battles you'll ever find. So yeah, anyway, done for that stream. See you tomorrow around like 7:30 p.m. PDT or something like that. So later, good night.